Okay, hello everyone. I'm coming at you with lesson 83 in our stage 6. So let's get to it. First, we're going to discuss a piece of grammar which has to do with auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are the so-called helping verbs. And this time it will be very different than what we're used to in our Callan lessons, because this is about giving short answers. Okay, so we can give a short answer to questions simply by using an auxiliary verb that was used in the question. For example, can you speak Spanish? Yes, I can. Have you seen David? No, I haven't. Will she be working? Yes, she will. Okay, so this is very common in everyday English. And notice that the first auxiliary verb is necessary. Instead of yes, she will be, we just say yes, she will. Okay, so just that first auxiliary verb. Now, answer the following questions with short answers. So this has to be very, very quick. Okay, so get ready. Will I still be here in 2 minutes' time? Will I still be here in 2 minutes' time? Yes, you will. Would you need any money if you went to the cinema and had a free ticket? Would you need any money if you went to the cinema and had a free ticket? No, I wouldn't. Can you swim? Can you swim? Yes, I can. Should you be very careful when you cross the road? Should you be very careful when you cross the road? Yes, you should. Could you read when you were 3 years old? Could you read when you were 3 years old? No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. We can also make short answers with the verbs be and have. For example, are you a student? Are you a student? Yes, I am. Has he got the money? Has he got the money? Yes, he has. Am I the teacher? Am I the teacher? Yes, you are. Have you got any shoes on your feet? Have you got any shoes on your feet? Yes, I have. For short answers with the present simple and past simple, we use the auxiliary do. For example, does he eat meat? Does he eat meat? Yes, he does. Did they finish the job? Did they finish the job? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Do you like this part of the country? Do you like this part of the country? Yes, I do. Did you eat dinner at home last night? Did you eat dinner at home last night? Yes, I did. Do you speak your language during the lesson? Do you speak your language during the lesson? No, I don't. Did people believe the world was round in the old days? Did people believe the world was round in the old days? No, they didn't. I thought it was flat, right? So we don't use these short answers in the lessons because it's important for you to practice speaking as much as possible. So that's why it's different than what is normal in the everyday life. Why don't we use short answers in the lessons? Why don't we use short answers in the lessons? We don't use short answers in the lessons because it's important for us to practice speaking as much as possible. Next word, rose. Rose. So rose is the past of rise. Okay, so it's rise, rose, risen. What's the past of rise? What's the past of rise? The past of rise? The past of rise is rose. Did the sun rise early this morning? Did the sun rise early this morning? Yes, the sun rose. Yes, the sun rose early this morning. Alright, let's get to next set of words. Mile. Mile. Kilometer. Kilometer. Population. population, how high, and decimal point, or just point. So when so obviously we have in the Czech Republic we have the metric system, which is not the case in the UK, where they still use miles. So we know kilometers, and 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. Okay, 1.6 kilometers. So a kilometer equals about 0.6 of a mile. And population is obviously how many people are there. Okay, so for example, the number of people in the Czech Republic, so the population is about 10 million. And when I ask you how high, for example, how high are the walls in this room or in your room, so how high, I ask about the height of something. Alright, so let's get to the first question about how high are the walls of this classroom in feet. About how high are the walls in this classroom in feet. The walls of this room are about 14 feet high. Okay, so I'm not sure if you remember this this term feet, or if you know what it is. So basically you can see it as in 1 feet, basically like let's say 300 centimeters, okay, or we have 3 feet or 1 meter. Alright, so about how many kilometers are there in a mile? About how many kilometers are there in a mile? There are about 1.6 kilometers in a mile. If a kilometer equals about 0.6 of a mile, how far is it from here to the nearest town in miles? If a kilometer equals about 0.6 of a mile, how far is it from here to the nearest town in miles? If a kilometer equals about 0.6 of a mile, it's about, let's say, 14 miles from here to the nearest town in miles. Okay, I have no idea, I'm just not really good at geography, but if you have any idea, just think of your own answer. I'll be happy that you do. What's the population of this town? What's the population of this town? The population of this town is about 350,000. Again, I'm not quite sure, so do think about it and not just repeat what I'm saying. Next set of words, heard. Heard. So the verb heard, we have 3 forms, okay? And they are all the same. Heard, heard, heard. Now, fell. Fell. So when you, so fell is basically the past of fall, okay? To fall, so I fell down yesterday. Or we can also say like, I fell over, okay? Or I fell over something. What's the past of fall? What's the past of fall? The past of fall? The past of fall is fell. If you fell over while you were running along the street, might you hurt yourself? If you fell over while you were running along the street, might you hurt yourself? Yes, if I fell over while I was running along the street, I might hurt myself. Have you ever been hurt while playing sport? Have you ever been hurt while playing sport? Yes, I've been. Yes, I've been hurt while playing sport. If you hurt yourself very badly, where'd you be taken to? If you hurt yourself very badly, where'd you be taken to? If I hurt myself very badly, I'd be taken to hospital. Glad. So glad is a bit like happy or pleased. So I'm glad to hear something. I'm glad to hear the good news. I'm glad is like I'm happy or I'm pleased. Would you be glad to hear that you had failed an exam? Would you be glad to hear that you had failed an exam? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be glad to hear that I had failed an exam. I'd be very unhappy. Would you be glad if you were told you had won the lottery? Would you be glad if you were told that you had won the lottery? Yes, I'd be. Yes, I'd be glad if I were told I had won the lottery. Who wouldn't be? Now, sick, unwell, vomit. So these are a bit of a disgusting words. So to be sick means to be unwell as the opposite of to be healthy. Okay, so I'm sick can mean I'm unhealthy. Okay, and we can also say I'm unwell or I feel unwell. But also it can mean to vomit. Okay, so when you've maybe drunk too much or if you've eaten too much, you may have a tendency to vomit, okay? And to vomit can also be to be sick. So what's another meaning of to be sick besides to be unwell? What's another meaning of to be sick besides to be unwell? Another meaning of to be sick besides to be unwell is to vomit. What does this sentence probably mean? The little boy was sick in the car. What does this sentence probably mean? The little boy was sick in the car. This sentence probably means the little boy vomited in the car. What does this sentence probably mean? The little boy didn't go to school because he was sick. What does this sentence probably mean? The little boy didn't go to school because he was sick. That sentence probably means that the little boy didn't go to school because he was unwell. Alright, let's get to another word. Repair. So when something is broken, you can try to repair it or to have it repaired. So the question is, when things break, do you normally try to repair them or do you just throw them away? When things break, do you normally try to repair them or do you just throw them away? When things break, I try to repair them. Roof. So, roof is the top covering of the house, right? So what do we call the top covering of a house? What do we call the top covering of a house? We call the top covering of a house the roof. Wind. Windy. So, wind is the noun, windy is the adjective, okay, so it's very windy, so like your hair is in the air and everything. So do Sailing boats move faster in strong winds. Do sailing boats move faster in strong winds? Yes, sailing boats. Yes, sailing boats move faster in strong winds. Is it a windy day today? Is it a windy day today? No, it isn't. No, it isn't a windy day today. Our last set of words, cord, cord. So, and just as, platform, platform. So, platform is the place at a train station where the trains arrive and depart. Cord is the past of catch. Okay? Catch something. So catch, cord, cord. Just as means in that moment. Okay, at the same moment as something else was happening. So let's go to questions. What are the three forms of catch? What are the three forms of catch? The three forms of catch are catch, caught, caught. When was the last time you caught a cold? When was the last time you caught a cold? The last time I caught a cold was 3 months ago. Have you ever caught a train just as it was leaving the platform? Have you ever caught a train just as it was leaving the platform? Yes, I've sometimes caught a train just as it was leaving the platform. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. Thank you very much for your attention, and that's it. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.